Hi, I'm Lisa. Thank you for joining me. For those of you who are new to my channel, I invite you to consider subscribing. It's a lot of fun if you enjoy Dollar Tree, hunting for bargains, DIYs, gift baskets, home decor, and making lovely gifts. In today's video, I'm going to show you several different craft projects. The first one is how to embellish one of the glittered hearts from the Dollar Tree. I'm also delighted to include a demo on how to make this lovely shutter heart. It was very easy to do. I did demonstrate it in a previous video, but it's such a beautiful ornament and so easy and cost-effective to make that I wanted to show it again. Feel free, of course, to fast forward through if you've already seen that project. For this next DIY, I want to show you how you can elevate the look of these glittered hearts from Dollar Tree. They're really pretty as they are, and I've used them in some really attractive displays. But if you want to give them a new and even more plush kind of a look, I purchased this yarn from Yarn Bee. It's one of their, it's a very, very plush, kind of a braided yarn. But you can use any kind of yarn that you choose. So what I'm going to do is I've already started to give you a sense of what the finished product is going to look like. But what I'm doing, it's quite simple. I'm just wrapping the yarn around the form. And you want to make sure that your rows are even and that they're close together so you don't see any of the glittered heart through the yarn. But what I've done is I've cut fairly short pieces to wrap because otherwise you have to pull a long strand through. And then when I get to the end, I just hot glue it to the back and I start with another strand. And this is how it's come so far. So I'll continue and show you the result. So here we are thus far. And I just, I'm going to come around this side and you can see I'm just keeping the rows, kind of hugging the rows one after another. This is an easy section, just coming along down the side. And you can see what I mean about keeping the strands fairly short. Otherwise you have to pull a lot through. But I'm just coming around and wrapping until we're almost connected to where we left off. Now, what I'll do at this point is just hot glue and then add one more small strand, and then we'll decorate. I think you will really enjoy making this project for your home. I am just delighted with it. It actually looks like velvet. It's very plush and elegant and brightens up this spot in front of our fireplace. I think it would be beautiful in so many different settings. Another way to use it is to dress up your tablescape. Look what a difference it makes, just adding that lovely pop of color. And I want to show you too, this amazing amaryllis our son gave to us at Christmas. It has grown perceptibly taller with each passing day, and it looks like it's getting ready to bloom. It's a blessing to have these bright spots in the middle of the snow. For this next DIY, we're going to make a sweet little Valentine bud vase using a jelly jar. You could use any little jar that you have from your kitchen. It was helpful to use a Brillo pad to rub off the remaining adhesive from the label, but it's really nice to be able to upcycle some of these items from your kitchen. All you'll need, in addition, is a piece of tissue. I got this in a package from Dollar Tree, as well as some Mod Podge. Then we're going to go ahead and either add perhaps ribbon to the rim of the jar, or you could add some of the pretty glittered tape if you prefer. I also went ahead and made a little beaded chain. This could be made using this crafter's square beads and painting them with a combination of these two apple barrel paints. I thought that might be a cute little embellishment also around the neck of the jar. So We'll begin by spreading some Mod Podge on the jar and then wrapping it with the tissue paper. To apply the Mod Podge, I'm just going to use this sponge brush. They're so handy, and of course they come in a package at Dollar Tree. So we'll just apply the Mod Podge all over the surface of the jar. I'm going to go just up to the neckline, and we'll leave the neckline exposed to do our other embellishment. I'm just going section by section, applying Mod Podge on each of the ribbed areas, and then just wrapping the tissue around as I go. So there's our next section. I'll fold it back and we'll apply some more on this portion. And then just bring it around yet again. That keeps it fairly smooth. And then we'll just do this last portion here. And wrap it once again. This was a sweet, fun little project to make. I think the vase turned out so cute. As with so many of these projects, it's a little bit of trial and error involved. I found, for example, that just the first layer of tissue was a little too thin and prone to tearing. So adding the second layer really enhanced it. I also added a small jewel from Totally Dazzled. I thought the little butterfly looked sweet. And I had these peonies from a small bouquet I had purchased at Marshall's. That, along with the sprig from some greenery I had purchased from Hobby Lobby, look really pretty. And of course, because it's a glass jar, you could easily fill it with water and put a real flower inside. Adding the candle with the embellishment, as well as one of the felt roses from Dollar Tree on one of their silver trays, made a pretty little display. I hope you enjoy making this in your home. For this next easy DIY, I'm using Waverly chalk paint in a crimson red. And I'm just going to go ahead and cover the surface of this heart, which I purchased from Dollar Tree. It was one of their crafting items for $1.25. Now that it's completely painted, there's a few little areas I'll still add a little bit of touch up, but it's drying, and I plan to then take some of this pretty greenery that I purchased from Hobby Lobby in a very large piece, and I just cut off one section, and I'm going to adorn some of the edges with it, along with some of these pretty felt roses that I bought from the Dollar Tree. I'm just delighted with how this project turned out. It was so simple to make and very reasonably priced, using just Waverly Crimson chalk paint, as well as 3 out of a package of felted red roses from the Dollar Tree. I also, as you can see, added a sprig of greenery from a larger sprig that I got from Hobby Lobby. I think it's so pretty. I did replace the twine hanging cord with a prettier one. And I think this would just be beautiful, brightening up any space in your home during this season. This is another fun craft that I think you will really enjoy. Using this air dry modeling clay, which I purchased from Amazon, I rolled out the clay and then used heart-shaped cookie cutters to make these Valentine hearts. They're so much fun to make and even more fun to decorate, as you can use glitter and jewels and faux sprinkles and foam roses and anything else that you can imagine to decorate them. They're wonderful just displayed on this little silver tray, or they'd be pretty on a tiered tray. But they can also be worked into many other arrangements or used as embellishments, as you saw earlier on my video, where I attached one to the wreath that was wrapped in the plush yarn. It's been fun to make these crafts and to share them with you. I hope you'll consider subscribing to my channel. I publish new content about twice a week, and I have some really fun projects planned for my next video in the next couple of days. So I do hope you'll subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you then. Until then, take care and God bless. Another wonderful plant is this goldfish plant. Isn't it sweet how the little flowers look like goldfish? Thought you'd enjoy seeing that. On the next video, this should be in full bloom, and I'll be sure to show you how it turns out. It's a privilege to show God's artistry on my video.